He's a Yankee, so let's treat him nice. Come to the stage, put your hands together for Dr.Don!
At my age, you never leave home without it. So who's Rachel? Rachel, where are you? Is it your birthday?
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Give it up for Rachel. You married? Are you? Yeah? Okay, well, you pay attention tonight, because actually, I'm here. I used to live right down the road on Topsail Island for a couple of years, so this is kind of a homecoming, and it's a bit of a warm-up for my post-retirement supplemental income summer tour. And also, I'm about to share a very personal milestone with a room full of strangers. 50 years married this year. 50 years. 5 different women, but they were all consecutive. The years just kept piling up. And my current wife, Stephanie, was kind enough to tag along and mark the milestone. Actually, no, that's not true. Same woman, all 50 years plus. I met Stephanie when she was in grade school, and I was in high school. Not an approach I would recommend anymore in today's environment. You won't get the date, but you will get some unwanted attention in prison. Actually, Stephanie was dating my brother at the time, who is still single and by all accounts eternally grateful. Long story short, I got the girl, he kept his freedom, and Stephanie's mom made sure I got my own personal listing in the New York State Sex Offenders Registry. So life goes on, we're here celebrating, and you know, people are fascinated by this whole 50-year thing. I don't know whether it's the longevity or what, but last week at a show in Milwaukee, a guy comes up to me after the show and says, "Doc, what's it like being with the same woman, married to the same woman for 50 years? I mean, what, you know, these existential questions. How do you answer a question like that?" Yeah, I don't know, but he was very earnest. He needed an answer. I wanted to give him an answer. I said, "Well, man, I don't know. You ever been under house arrest for life without the possibility of parole?" Then he says to me, "No, what I really mean is, what's it like being with the same woman for 50 years?" So it's not an existential question at all. It was a dirty little question. I said, "Well, dude, you know, imagine leaving a piece of cheese on the kitchen table for 50 years. Smell's gonna get a little funky, and eating it is decidedly an acquired taste." Now, that little bit cost me my ride home. So anybody out here sees me on the corner with my Bonds cap on after the show and you're headed south, please give a guy a break. You're gonna need it. No, but seriously, people are always asking me, "Man, 50 years, you gotta know the secret. What is it? You know, you have to know something about this. Is it do you marry your best friend? Is it great sex? Do you communicate all the time? I mean, give me some advice, give me a tip." Well, I got one of each. My advice is quit watching Dr. fucking Phil. And the tip is really a realization. This is the tip, because I know the answer. If you want a long, successful relationship, somebody has to be gone all the time. It's travel. You have to travel. She's got to travel, you got to travel. If you want to stay together for the long haul, you have to figure out a way to be apart. It's that simple. So, I know somebody's out there going, you know, yeah, that's easy for you because you travel for a living. What about the rest of us schmucks? We got to go home every day at 5 o'clock. Well, what do you think man caves and she sheds are all about? You know, you got to find them. You got to find your space. If you don't have a room, find a closet you can call it home. If your wife won't let you empty it, you know, you got a front porch, you know those spaces under the porch? You can do some amazing things with those. Trust me. And if you don't have a porch, get a shovel and dig yourself a fucking cave. Because, seriously, you're going to need it. Because if you don't find your space, you're going to be the subject of a Dateline special. Man, I go to bed every night thinking about this. I can hear Josh Minkowitz in my ear going, wife of Dr.Don disappeared last night after neighbors reported hearing a heated argument over bed sheet thread counts. Stay tuned after these messages for Disappearance Between the Sheets, a Dateline mystery exclusive. Yeah, I'm not kidding, man. You gotta find some space. It'll be good for you. Marriage is a wonderful thing, though. Even at 50 years, as long as you're okay with realizing that life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness are not any longer part of your guarantee. I mean, it is a beautiful thing, though. You know, we're having a great time. So when you're this whole thing about marriage, you know, the thing that you get after 50 years is perspective and a lot of observational data. I've observed, for example, that women have opinions about things, sometimes strong opinions. Actually, they have opinions about a lot of things, pretty much everything. And they're not at all reticent about making sure you understand them. And that's perfectly fine. I get it, ladies, you know, because men can sometimes be self-absorbed, inattentive assholes. I get that. But you would think there'd be some basic humanitarian guidelines, some rules of engagement, some lines that you just don't cross. I thought that my line in the sand, my red line, the line that you never ever crossed, was the threshold to the bathroom. All right? Not at my house, apparently. Because whenever my wife wants to get a hold of me, she knows where to go. Now, I don't know about you, but all I want to do in the morning is manage to get up, crawl into I mean, most of you stand up and walk into the kitchen for a cup of coffee. At my age, I roll out of bed and have to crawl on all fours. I get a cup of coffee, I can now stand up and at least try to get to the bathroom on time, sit down, and enjoy paging through the latest issue of Travel and Leisure magazine. No sooner do I sit down when this shadow passes over me. All the light and hope gets sucked right out of the bathroom. There's Stephanie standing in the doorway, all 4 feet 11 of her. Now she's flanked by my 2 rescue cockapoos. So these, and you know, by the way, they're over the threshold, all 3 of them. The door is locked. So these 2 little furry fuckers are staring at me like I've never seen anybody take a shit before. And clearly Stephanie's looking like something is wrong. Now it's 6 a.m. and we've got a full family summit and 25 square feet of porcelain fixtures and hard edges. Where am I going to go? The entrance is blocked. I'm sitting on the toilet, my junk's hanging between my legs, my pants are at my ankles. Escape is futile. And I can tell you, because I know Stephanie, resistance is just not going to work. So, this is single-ply toilet paper. I like single-ply toilet paper. I don't like double-ply. I don't like triple-ply. I don't like super absorbent. I don't like super thick. I don't like quilted northern, southern, or any other regional-based certificate of deposit. I like single-ply toilet paper. I like bunching it up like this. This is how I do it. So, I'm sitting there on my throne, which a long time ago disappeared as my personal space, my sanctum sanctorum, my happy moment. I'm trying to think the thoughts of the deeply contented. Here's Stephanie staring at me, so I look up and I say, what? She says, the toilet paper, you're using too much of it. I said, well, Stephanie, you don't know what my immediate need is right now. And it's single-ply toilet paper, and it's all bunched up. She said, it's too much. Give me, I'll show you. And she snatches it. You know those talons that women have? Like snake strikes. Boom. She gets the toilet paper. Takes it. Like this. Rips it in half. rolls one part of it back onto the roll, which I will demonstrate for you now, but I don't have the time and it's painful to watch. Takes what's left, folds it neatly like this, and hands it to me, with one of those smug little smiles, those gotcha smiles. Here, she says. So I take this toilet paper and I look at it. I'm thinking, you know what, Stephanie? If this is so important to you, why don't you take it and finish the job? That way, it's a win-win for me. I get my ass wiped, and you can wipe that fucking smile right off your face. Stephanie, I don't know where you are out there. You know I love you. Happy anniversary. And, ladies and gentlemen, that is my golden anniversary cautionary tale.